Has died after deputies say she was carjacked, then run over by her own vehicle. It happened at a gas station in Jackson County on Saturday. Tracy Clemens was killed, and now 41-year-old Michael Edwards is behind bars facing a slew of charges. WKYT's Alyssa Williams talking with an employee of the business who also is a friend of the victim to learn more about what happened. It's tonight's top story.
It's an incident that is leaving people in Jackson County shaken.
Nothing like that happens in this community.
The Jackson County Sheriff's Office says it was a carjacking outside the Anvil T-Mart Saturday morning that left Tracy Clemens dead. Michelle House is an employee there and a friend of the victim. She says Clemens stopped in T-Mart that morning like she does each and every day.
She was just getting breakfast for her children and going home, and it just happened so fast.
House tells me she didn't get to work until the ambulance was leaving and had no idea it was Clemens until she watched everything unfold on the business's security cameras.
Her truck was parked here, her black truck. There was a black Nissan that pulled around approximately here. He jumped out the back passenger side of the Nissan, jumped in Tracy's truck. She came out the door. Tracy was here. She grabbed the door. He takes off. He drags her all the way around here. She hits the ground. And this is where my friend's life was taken.
The Laurel County coroner says Clemens died at St. Joseph, London from blunt force trauma to the head. Deputies say the man behind the wheel was Michael Edwards.
There's children without a mother today, and a husband without a wife today.
Deputies say Edwards left the scene in Clemens' truck, abandoned it, and fled on foot into the woods. Hours later, he was captured and arrested in a field off Cornet Chapel Road.
I think we need to pull together as a community and watch out for one another more. Tracy is dearly loved and dearly missed, and she'll always be remembered here.
In Jackson County, Alyssa Williams, WKYT.
Now, we have learned Edwards has an extensive criminal history and is now facing charges of murder, wanton endangerment, and carjacking, among others. He's currently being held at the Jackson County Detention Center on a $1 million bond.